Clopay and Nidec Minster welcome you to this broadcast of the Ohio High School Athletic Association Girls Regional Semifinal Basketball Tournament on NKTelco Sports. We're at the Elida FieldHouse where the Crestview Knights will take on the New Knoxville Rangers. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney Allglaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, the Center for Orthopedics at Wilson Health, and NKTelco, bringing you tonight's game from New Knoxville and Crestview from the Elida FieldHouse. I'm Dave Helmstetter. Alongside me tonight, Jeff Pension. The Crestview Knights come into tonight's game 21-4. Last year, they lost in the state semifinal contest to Fort Loramie. The Gregory family, Coach Mark Gregory and Callie Gregory, they are the mainstays of this Crestview Knights team, Jeff.
Yeah, and the Gregory girl is just a sophomore, averaging 18.5 points. They've been here before, as you mentioned, last year. They know the routine. They were the #1 seed in their district. They beat three teams, not really, they beat Edgerton and Hicksville relatively easily. Struggled a bit against Lincolnview, beating them by 10 or 8. So they are here again. They ran the table last year to make it to state, lost to Fort Loramie, but return a lot of those players, and they have a good offense, and they play really good defense as well.
And for the New Knoxville Rangers, they come off a nice district championship victory over rival Marion Local, 58-42. They have a very balanced attack. They have a strong defense. Mid-20s is all that they allow. And they also have experience with 7 seniors on this team. They know about the tournament as well.
They've had a good run in the tournament. They were the #1 seed as well in that district that they were in. They won the first 2 games over Upper Souda Valley and Hard Northern very easily, and then had some big challenges in districts. They played Minster, who had defeated them in the past 3 seasons in the district, 4 if you count sectional, so they got that monkey off their back, and then turned around and beat a very good Marion Local team to win the championship district style there at Walpock last week. So this group of seniors has done very well. They've faced adversity and they've battled through it. They play together, and their defense, as you mentioned, has been very good all year, and they're going to look to that defense again to come up big for them here in this district or this regional semifinal game.
New Knoxville comes in tonight's play at 24-2. The Crestview Knights at 21-4. As you said, Jeff, New Knoxville coming off wins over #2 seeded Marion Local, #3 seeded Minster to advance here in the tournament against Crestview, who was a runner-up in the Northwest Conference. We're just moments away from the start of tonight's game. Our starting lineups and our keys. Right now, we're getting set for our national anthem here on NKTelco Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a great country of dreams like what? To honor Americans and pay respect to those who have served and are now serving our country to defend those freedoms. We actually please stand for playing and singing our national anthem, the Stars Spangled Banner.
One thing that we do know for sure about tonight's game, that the winner of this regional semifinal contest will play Toledo Christian, who took a 39-36 win over Columbus Grove in the first game here today in the regional tournament held at Elida High School. Introduction of the starting lineups and all of the rosters about to take place here at the Elida FieldHouse. The visiting team on the scoreboard tonight, Crestview, the Crestview Knights, as they introduce all those on the roster. So let's take a look at our keys to the game tonight for the Crestview Knights.
Well, they want to attack the rim, go at the Rangers, maybe pick up some fouls on defense, but go at them aggressively to the rim. Follow the defensive game plan. They've been well scouted. They have scouted the Rangers. They know who their scorers are and how they want to defend them. Stick to the plan and eliminate the turnovers. You know, keep control of the basketball. Don't give up easy layups for the Rangers in transition. They do average 13 turnovers a game, so they want to keep that number under 10 if possible.
There you see the Crestview players coming over and acknowledging New Knoxville head coach Tim Hegemeyer. And now comes the New Knoxville Rangers, and our keys to the game for the home team tonight, the New Knoxville Rangers.
Coach Hegemeyer's squad knows they need to defend the perimeter shots, make sure the hands in the face, no open looks. Make sure they also rebound the basketball against an athletic Crestview Knights basketball team. Eliminate second chances and hit the outside shots. Knoxville shot very well recently in these two past games they played against Minster and Marion Local. That will help them here as they continue to climb or go in this tournament trail against Crestview tonight, is knocking down the shots.
And our keys to tonight's game all brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Now the starters. Our starters tonight brought to you by Sydney All-Glaze Audiology. There you see number 2, Bryn Putnam, averaging 5 points per game. And number 2, Haley Fletterjohn, a second-team All-MAC player for the Rangers. Number 4, Ellie Klein, a freshman, averaging about 8 points per game. And number 4, Avery Henshin, first-team All-MAC player. Callie Gregory, number 5 for the Knights, a sophomore. She's a All-Northwest Conference player. And number 10, Carson Henshin, also a first-team MAC performer. And number 10, Lacey Mook, second-team recognition in the Northwest Conference. Melissa Waterman, number 12 for the Rangers, a senior, honorable mention in the MAC. And a sophomore, Maya Etzler, number 15, honorable mention in the Northwest Conference. And Ellie Gable, number 32, a senior for the Rangers, the co-player of the year in the MAC. Our starting lineups tonight all brought to you by Sydney All-Glaze Audiology. And we're just moments away from the opening tip-off tonight. The Rangers come into tonight's contest averaging almost 49 points per game. Crestview averages 53.5 points. And we've got a great matchup here, Jeff. And as you take a look at this, it's Northwest Conference against the Midwest Athletic Conference.
Yeah, we saw one Northwest Conference team tonight, Columbus Grove, lose in the opening game to Toledo Christian. As you said, Columbus Grove and Crestview both tied at 6-2. Delphus Jefferson won that conference, but they're a Division III team. They ran at the table 8-0, but some good quality basketball in that Northwest Conference. The top 3 teams making it into the tournament, and now the MAC champions, the Rangers, coming in trying to, you know, continue their success here. And a lot of seniors for the Rangers and a mixture of classmates, if you will, or classmen for the Crestview Knights.
And it's great to see the big crowd here tonight. The Rangers will start out with the first possession. Gabe will have the basketball. Looks inside. Henshin will have it.
Big thing is just get the game started. You know, New Knoxville has played a lot of early games in this tournament trail. So this is one of the first times they've had to start late with this 8 o'clock tip-off.
McCoy will grab the rebound after the missed Gable shot, and we're underway here at the Elida FieldHouse. 7.5 minutes to go on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Crestview with the basketball. McCoy out at the top of the key. Back over to Gregory. Klein has it. She's only a freshman. Gets it back over the teammate Gregory as they run their offense. Inside it goes. Turnaround jump shot is good as Maya Etzler, a sophomore, connects.
Nice pass. He got a pick down below, and that allowed Etzler to get to the opening, and Etzler scores her first bucket of the game.
So the sophomore puts Crestview up 2-0 as Rangers will inbound it. Inside to Avery Henson, back over to Gable. Henson inside. Carson Henson off the glass. Shot doesn't go. McCoy will grab the rebound.
Good look for the Rangers there in that offensive set. Just shot came up a little bit short. You got to think maybe Etzler was there, the 6-foot sophomore, to kind of alter that attempt.
Gregory behind the arc. They'll move it over to front of the New Knoxville bench. Back out front, McCoy has it. They work it around the arc. They'll be patient with the basketball.
A lot of moving parts on offense. One pass and then 3 cut, and Etzler there is at the elbow to set screens and help free a teammate.
Out front, McCoy. She'll try to take it inside. Flutterjohn on her. It'll come right back out to Gregory. Gregory wants to work on Henson, pulls it back out. Inside comes the freshman Klein, up and in. 5:59 to go. Nice move by the freshman, Jeff.
Klein found a gap, and New Knoxville couldn't get there quick enough. It didn't want to foul, so good slick move by Ellie Klein. 4 quick points here to start the game for the Knights, and 0 for 2 for the Rangers.
Pass taken away, and the Rangers have the turnover as Gregory will come up with the steal.
Good start for Crestview, Dave, as they've been efficient on both their attempts. New Knoxville 0 for 3. 2 of those field goal shots, and then the last trip a turnover.
Putnam back over to the right side of McCoy. Crestview, like we said, they'll be patient. Averaged almost 54 points per game on the season. Big win over Lincoln View in what was a defensive battle in their tournament district championship win to put them into the regional tournament, 40-32.
Yeah, they had to work at that. They had beaten Lincoln View earlier in the season by I think 20+ points, but you know that doesn't mean much when you get to tournament. Lincoln View played very well.
McCoy slips inside the lane but doesn't make the shot. Gable with the rebound. She'll go to the corner. Wants to look in the baseline. She's double teamed. Back out to Carson Henson.
Mentioned one of the keys of the game for Coach Gregory was attack the rim. They've done that. Last time, though, McCoy's shot came up short, but they've been going at the rim on their possessions. It's taken them a while, but they've gone at the rim.
Henson's shot no good. McCoy with the rebound. Or rather, Etzler with a rebound.
Good defense by Crestview. They didn't get Henson a great look. It was definitely challenged, and they made it difficult, and the Rangers yet to make a field goal. They're 0 for 3.
Coming up on the 4-minute mark here on NKTelco Sports. First quarter action from the Elida FieldHouse. Regional semifinals, Division 4 girls basketball. Etzler, number 15, tries to get it over to Putnam, but there's going to be a jump ball.
Nearly a turnover. It should have almost a foul. Henson got a hand on the ball, and then the enemy, in this case, Crestview, came up from behind, but luckily for Crestview, it's just a held ball. They'll keep possession. They avoid the turnover.
Emily Grylow will come into the game. She's a senior guard, number 0.
And number 3 for the Rangers.
And number 3, Rebecca Leffel, will come in as well. Grylow goes inside to Etzler. They'll get it back out behind the arc. Lob inside, up and in, and Maya Etzler will score.
Good passing by the Knights as they got a switch up top, and Etzler did a nice job rolling and kept it high above her head. It was difficult for the Rangers to defend.
And there's a whistle and a stop and play. Foul will go against
number 10, Lacey McCoy.
Got a 30-second timeout as New Knoxville coach Tim Hegemeyer takes a timeout with our score. Crestview 6 and New Knoxville nothing. I'd like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school basketball tournament action on NKTelco Channel 3. or in HD on channel 503. Replays of tonight's game Wednesday, March the 9th at 5 p.m. and Saturday, March the 12th at 4 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at NKTelco.com/sports. After the two teams have completed their tournament runs. All timeouts tonight brought to you by the folks at Precision Strip. Quick timeout by your Knoxville coach Tim Hegemeyer. What do you think his words might be to his squad?
Settle down. It's been a rough start for the Rangers. Obviously haven't made a shot yet, but all shots for each team, Dave, have all been inside the paint. I don't think there's been any perimeter scoring or shooting. New Knoxville's had 3 looks in the paint, come up empty. Crestview scored all their baskets in the paint. The only shot they missed was on a layup or a drive to the basket as well. So a lot of paint shots here to start the quarter. But New Knoxville settled down. Not the start you want to have, but a lot of time left. You're down 6 points. Might as well be down this amount early in the game versus late in the game.
Pass goes inside to Hench, and she'll recover and get it to Fletterjohn. Goes inside. Block shot by Etzler.
She averages 1 block per game. The sophomore, 6-foot sophomore Maya Etzler. Got a good one there against Fletterjohn.
Outside, Gregory with it. They'll move it back out front to Grylo. Back over to Gregory. Goes inside, shot partially blocked. Avery Henson with the rebound.
Not for sure which Ranger got the block, Dave.
I think it was Carson Henson.
If it is, she averages 1 block as well a game, so both teams with a block shot.
And the Rangers are going to turn it over. That's something they don't do a lot of.
No, they only average 8 turnovers a game, just under 9 maybe turnovers a game. Luckily for New Knoxville, not a live ball turnover. It goes out of bounds. Obviously the Rangers offense struggling here. Crestview a little bit quicker maybe on defense, giving the Rangers offense a bit of struggle. But remember, New Knoxville's had some decent looks at the rim. It just haven't gone in. So, you know, it's not like New Knoxville hasn't created shots. They just haven't scored on a couple of them.
Here comes Klein, up and in. Crestview jumps out to an 8-0 lead.
Klein just 5 feet 1 inches. I mean, she was able to drive into the paint, hands in the air for New Knoxville, but able to find a window, if you will, to kiss it off the bankboard for her 4th point to match her jersey number.
Carson Henson back over to Haley Fletterjohn. Fletterjohn goes to the baseline. Pull-up jumper, shot no good, rebound. Comes down to Leffel, gets it to Carson Henson, puts it up, gets her own rebound, pushes it back out to Fletterjohn. Fletterjohn back out to Henson. She'll move inside. Off the glass, shot does not go. Battle for the rebound, and Avery Henson, and I believe Etzler, it'll be a jump, and New Knoxville will still have the basketball.
Yeah, rough start offensively. New Knoxville getting multiple looks here. Shots are just coming up short. Just pulling back a little bit. Give credit to the Crestview defense for maybe being in their face and challenging them, but everything seems to be just a little short for the Rangers.
Gable, shot doesn't go. And the rebound comes down to Callie Gregory.
Well, it was a big possession there. New Knoxville had multiple looks, unable to score, so Crestview dodges some bullets, and they continue to pitch the shutout.
Inside, Putnam gets it back out to McCoy. Inside, there's the pass, up and in, and Callie Gregory will make it 10-0. Gregory averages 18.4 points on the season. Gable brings it up court. Back over to Fletterjohn inside, and there's the Rangers' first basket with 39 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
It took a while, breakdown on Crestview defense, and they're going to give it back on a turnover. But a good move by Haley Fletterjohn, breaking the ice for New Knoxville. And, you know, going to get a turnover, so get a basket here. You're right back to 6 with just about a half minute to play first quarter.
Just a need, get a couple of baskets and get rolling for the Rangers. Goes over to Henson on the right side. Back out front to Avery Henson. Haley Fletterjohn inside to Carson Henson. Back out Rebecca Leffel. Shot in and out, and a rebound comes down to Crestview.
Another good shot for New Knoxville, all but down. So the Rangers not getting the breaks at the rim, if you will. A lot of shots attempted, but just one make. Crestview's got to get a shot off.
At the buzzer, shot is no good, and first quarter of play is over. The Crestview Knights 10, the New Knoxville Rangers 2. You are watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
There you see the New Knoxville Rangers. Tough first quarter of play. It's 10-2 Crestview, and Rangers just had a tough time on the offensive end.
Just 1 of 10 shooting from the field were the Rangers. Meanwhile, Crestview, a very impressive 5 of 8, and all 5 of those baskets were in the paint. I mean, if you think back, Dave, unless I'm wrong, I think everything was within 2 or 3 feet. So good, efficient offense. Good job taking care of the basketball for the Knights. They just had 1 turnover. New Knoxville only had 2 turnovers. Make that now 2 turnovers in the game for the Knights.
Good steal. Fletterjohn leads Carson Henson up and in. Rangers start the second quarter a lot better than they did the first quarter. Crestview's lead at 6 as good defense leads to the breakaway, and
points off turnovers. And that was a live ball. So, you know, Crestview couldn't get back and challenge, and New Knoxville, you know, able to get something, I won't say easy, but boy, in rhythm that time. So good defense turns to offense.
Inside it goes to Etzler. Back out to Gregory.
Mentioned, Dave, just 1 foul in the game so far. That's against Crestview's Lacey McCoy. So it's been a clean game so far that way with just 1 foul.
Crestview trying to get it to the baseline. Klein will come out. She's only a freshman. McCoy has it inside to Etzler. Top of the key, lobs it inside. Defense is there, but the shot goes home for Gregory.
A little bit of a size mismatch here. Callie Gregory, a little bit taller than Fletterjohn, able to post up, if you will, and get a high contested shot or high percentage shot to drop.
Foul in the backcourt on Crestview. That'll be on number 4, Ellie Klein. As number 2, Bryn Putman will come back into the lineup. Grylow goes out. Jump shot by Henson, shot no good. Rebound to Etzler. Quick pass up court. There's Klein, number 4. Easy bucket for the 5'11" freshman, and it's 14-4.
I was going to mention the Crestview possession before was a good answer after New Knoxville got that scoop and score. Crestview comes back, answers it. Then they get a missed shot for the Rangers and score in transition against New Knoxville.
Gable hits it. Ellie Gable, 43% three-point shooter coming into tonight's game, makes it 14-7.
That's your 50th made triple of the year, and you said a very good percentage. That cuts the lead into 7.
And that's an offensive lift that the Rangers need. 5:50 to go. First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Crestview with a 7-point lead. Ball off the foot. Picked up by Carson Henson. Battle for it. It's going to be a jump ball timeout, rather. 30-second timeout by New Knoxville. So they'll maintain the possession with the score 14-7. And that's a big possession, Jeff, as well. Every possession is vital when you're down by 7.
Yeah, when your offense isn't gelling and you try to take every opportunity. You know, that's their second timeout they've burned already here in the first half. They'll have 3 left for the rest of the game. They'll all be full timeouts. But yeah, Coach Hegemeyer knows how critical it is for his team to get a good possession, chip away at this lead. You can't come down and obviously get 7 points in one trip. You got to get a bucket, and then you can work on your defense. Crestview, though, I was impressed. Like I said, after New Knoxville got that momentum play, came back to answer right away with a bucket of their own, and then in transition to kind of take that momentum away, but then Gable, the veteran senior, who's the third all-time leading scorer in girls history at New Knoxville, gets a big three-point bucket.
Timeouts brought to you by Precision Strip. Ball's in play. Henshin tries to toss it inside to Carson Henshin, and there's going to be a foul inside. That's going to be on Bryn Putman, I believe, number 2.
Top down there from the Henshin sisters as Avery fed Carson, and Bryn Putman maybe a little bit too much contact with the hands, pushing on Henshin.
Gable has it. Working with the basketball inside. Going to be a whistle. Going to be another foul on Crestview.
0. Yeah, it was a clean block by Etzler from behind, but Emily Grylo, I'm sorry, made the contact underneath.
And that'll put Ellie Gable at the free throw line. 79% free throw shooter. Gable connects.
Scoreless in the first quarter. 4 points here now in the second quarter. And I believe, Dave, the biggest deficit so far has been 10 points, if my memory serves me right, or did it go to 12?
14-4, I do believe. 10 points. As Lacey McCoy will come back into the lineup, a 5'10 junior for Crestview. Gable second. Doesn't roll home, and the rebound comes down to McCoy just into the lineup.
And the ball fell softly for the Crestview Knights. It didn't bounce off deep to give the Rangers much of a chance for offensive rebounds, so it fell right where it needed to for the Knights.
Etzler. Knights try to move it. They turn it over. Carson Henshin will pick it up. She'll pull it back out. Very wisely, the ball kicked there by McCoy. So New Knoxville will have a chance here with a 2-point field goal. Could cut the lead to 4 points.
3 turnovers in the second quarter for the Knights. One of them led to an instant basket. This one could lead to points if New Knoxville, like you said, can get a field goal or free throws.
Fletcher-John. Avery Henshin against Etzler. Makes the move inside. Etzler with the block. Henshin gets the rebound. Back over to Fletcher-John. They'll pull it back out. Fletcher-John wants to go inside. Almost loses the ball, but foul is going to be on Ellie Klein.
Her second foul, team's 5th. So after I mentioned not many fouls in the ball game, Crestview has picked up 4 here in the second quarter. New Knoxville yet to commit a foul, and that's good for the Rangers. They're not real deep on their bench, Dave, so you know they don't want to get foul trouble early, and so far so good in that aspect.
A freshman, Josie Kulwicki, will come into the lineup for Crestview. Clock coming up on 4.5 minutes to go on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Fletcher-John tries to go inside. Nice feed to Henshin. She'll be fouled by Etzler on the backside. Or let's double check who that foul is.
I think it's 15. Maya Etzler, her first, team's 6th. Free throws here for the Rangers. Ellie Gable was there the last time. 1 of 2 she made. Henshin will have 2 shots here. She's a 68% foul shooter on the season.
14-8's our score. Avery's shot will bounce home, and New Knoxville creeps to within 5 points. Second free throw, a little bit strong. Etzler with the rebound.
And there's New Knoxville's first foul. Henshin, after missing the free throw, will go after the offensive rebound and draw some contact on, I think Etzler had the rebound possibly, and commit her first foul. New Knoxville's first of the game with 4:24 to go in the half.
14-9 our score. Crestview with the basketball. They bring it across the timeline. That's Gregory. McCoy will have it. Back to Gregory. Gregory looking inside.
They got a mismatch.
Rolls in. There's the shot. Pulls it up. Didn't take advantage of the mismatch.
Was that a 3-point attempt there by?
That was
Gregory. Okay, yeah, because they had switched. Fletcher-John was stuck on Etzler.
Inside, Avery Henshin. Avery averaging 11.8 points per game, and she gets a big basket.
Against a good defender.
Against a great defender. Timeout, Crestview. Momentum of this game slowly changing. 3:41 to play. First half of basketball, Crestview 14 to Knoxville 11. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports. I'd like to remind you that all of our timeouts tonight are all brought to you by Precision Strip, and Crestview has got to take the timeout as the Rangers have a run going.
Yeah, it was a 10-point game. I mean, the first quarter was dominated by Crestview, 10-2. 8-point game. Crestview shot very well. New Knoxville couldn't throw it in the ocean if they're on the beach for the most part. But in the second quarter, New Knoxville was getting some attempts to fall. A 3-pointer by Gable, a deuce there last time by Avery Henshin. But Crestview's got 3 turnovers already in the second quarter and has, that's taken their abilities to score away. Other than that, they've taken 3 shots. The only one they missed in the second quarter was their last 3-pointer by Gregory. And as you mentioned, they missed that mismatch where they had Etzler on Futterjohn, but still a quality shot by Gregory, but it didn't go in, and New Knoxville scores on the other end to cut it to 3.
And one thing to note, Crestview has 6 team fouls, so the Rangers go into the 1-and-1 here with 3:29 to go here in the first half on the next foul. Crestview trying to run their offense.
Zone defense by the Rangers, 1-2-2. Henshin, Carson up top.
Inside, there's the move. Shot doesn't go. Ball is loose. Goes to the floor. Crestview has it, and somehow they'll end up with the save as Lacey McCoy got the rebound somehow.
She attacked the rim, maybe got fouled, came up, and the ball just fell in their area. She's able to hustle to the floor, get it, keep it alive, and Crestview is going to get a second look here against the Rangers' zone defense.
Gregory out front with the basketball.
But boy, the way the Knights attack New Knoxville, just be careful that when they're standing, they don't reach at the last minute and commit a foul in the act of shooting. Gotta go straight up.
Inside, Putnam double team. Henshin will take it away. Avery Henshin with the steal. Turnover, Crestview.
Just put it right in her face is really all she had to do is just take it away. Flutter or Leffel.
Tie game? Nope, not this time. Rebound will come down to McCoy.
Would have been a huge bucket day for the Rangers. Crestview got a break. The Rangers missed a shot. Good job by the Knights, I should say, defending the basketball with the defensive rebound.
Inside goes Klein. Ball taken away by Avery Henshin as she comes up with another steal. Rangers had a great look at it. Shot just doesn't go. 3-point difference. Avery Henshin, she'll try to handle it. Goes inside the paint. Fade away. Shot no good. It was an off-balance shot. Rebound by Putnam. And we stay at 14-11.
Couple times for the Rangers after, well, either way, the Rangers have come down twice now trying to tie or take the lead, if you will. And Crestview likewise have turned the ball over in their chances. So Crestview's got to take better care of the basketball here. 5 second quarter turnovers. They've only attempted 4 shots here in the second quarter.
Putman's going to get a 5-second count. That's close. Inside it goes to Gregory. Off the glass, no good. Avery Henshin grabs the rebound, feeds Carson Henshin up court. Back inside, and there's the bucket.
And then it was 1.
And it's 1 point. That was Rebecca Leffel, wasn't it?
Yeah, she scored a left-handed shot, assist Carson Henshin. Rangers are battled back. A long way to go in this ball game, but a good run here by New Knoxville in the second quarter to kind of get some momentum, if you will. Their offense had struggled, but Crestview turnovers have been their Achilles heel in this second quarter.
9-point run for the Rangers. 14-13, as you see on our First National Bank through first scoreboard. Callie Gregory will hold it up. She'll handle the basketball. On her is Haley Futterjohn. Clock counting down.
I think they'll hold it for the last. They've held it since probably 45 seconds. Is that when they maybe got possession, Dave?
About 45 seconds is correct, yes.
Down to 20 seconds here soon, so they might just settle, go for the last shot, be content on at least a 1-point lead, if nothing else.
McCoy will look back to Putman. Back over to Klein. Klein wants to come down the lane, and she's had some success. She'll dump it off inside, but there's a whistle and a stop in action with 5.8 seconds.
Second foul on Avery Henshin, the only Ranger with fouls, and she picks up her, they have it down as her first foul, Dave. I thought she got one earlier. I'll have to check that at halftime.
Scoreboard has 1 foul on Avery Henson.
And 1 on Carson Henson, so I'll check that at halftime.
Klein from the corner, shot no good. As Gregory shot off target. First half is history in this one. Regional semifinal contest from the Elida FieldHouse. Our score, Crestview 14, New Knoxville 13. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidec Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidec is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidec Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidec.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Third quarter coming up here in just a matter of a minute and a half. 14-13 our score. Rangers found themselves down by 10. Cut this halftime lead to 1 point. Let's take a look at our numbers here at halftime. All brought to you by Wagner's IGA.
Pretty good field goal shooting by the Knights. 7 of 14 overall. They were 0 for 3 from three-point range. New Knoxville just 5 of 18. They did hit on one of their three-point shots. New Knoxville had some offensive rebounds we'll talk about later where they got some multiple looks in possessions, but just not very good field goal shooting for the Rangers. Crestview has not attempted a foul shot yet in the game. New Knoxville's knocked down 2 of 4. Rebounds belong to Crestview, 12-9. New Knoxville, though of their 9, half of them were offensive, as I mentioned, but just couldn't put them back in for points. The turnover is somewhat critical, Dave. 6-2. New Knoxville 2 in the first, none in the second. Crestview 1 in the first, 5 in the second. One of them led to instant offense for the Rangers. And again, at the end of the first quarter, it was 10-2 in favor of Crestview. New Knoxville outscores the Knights 11-4 in the second quarter to trail by 1 here, going into the third. Scoring in the game for Crestview, Ellie Klein with 6, Callie Gregory and also Maya Etzler each with 4. For New Knoxville, Ellie Gable with 4, Avery Henson with 3, and 2 apiece from Carson Henson, Rebecca Luffel, and Haley Flutterjohn for their total of 13. So for two teams that kind of score the ball a lot, Dave, we're not on that pace right now, but the defenses, again, both teams' defenses are so good, they're coming up almost better than the offenses are tonight.
And our stats and recap of the first half brought to you by Wagner's IGA. New Knoxville will have the basketball.
And a chance for their first lead of the game. Well, they had the opening tip. They didn't score in that possession, but they've trailed since.
Avery Henson with the bucket.
And
New Knoxville goes up by a point.
First lead of the game.
Yeah, New Knoxville was looking at a 14-4 deficit at one point in time, and Crestview has not scored since then.
11-0 run.
1 point New Knoxville lead. Let's see how Crestview reacts. First time tonight they've had to play from behind.
And they've had some nice drives. They missed some shots at the rim, but the turnovers really took away their offensive rhythm, I think, in the second quarter. Look to see if they can get it back here against a very difficult New Knoxville defense.
Ball goes on the floor, and I think the foul is going to go against
Melissa Waterman, her team's first of the half. Loose ball there. Waterman, though, with the body on the knee area, commits the foul.
First foul of the half as Lacey McCoy, the junior, will inbound it to Etzler, a sophomore. Gets it over to Klein, a freshman. Lots of underclassmen in that Crestview lineup. 5-second call.
Yeah, you wonder, when you get to this level, you assume everyone's the same age, but in this case, Crestview starts a lot of freshmen, a couple sophomores, a junior, and that's a lot of girls that can't even drive a car yet that are asked to run the offense and such. So it's a big task for them, and although it is the 26th game of the season for the Knights, so I'm sure they feel pretty comfortable at it, but tournament environment's always big.
Waterman back over to Gable. Gable goes behind the arc, gets it to Avery Henson. She'll find Waterman inside, who puts it up and in.
Boy, nice pass by Avery Henson. A better shot by Waterman. The pass kind of a bit underneath the bucket. Waterman able to get it, Dave, and score quickly before the Crestview Knights could trap her under the backboard.
Yeah, with the Etzler girl there, it's tough to get the shot off inside.
Etzler had 2 blocks in the first half.
Crestview. Etzler has it. Nice move inside. Shot doesn't go, and Avery Henson will get the rebound. Outlet pass. Gable. She'll pull it back up. Now she'll come inside, and she'll get it. Ellie Gable. Crestview forced to call a timeout, a full timeout, as the Rangers take a 5-point lead. Our score, New Knoxville 19, Crestview 14. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports. Timeouts tonight brought to you by Precision Strip. Let's take a look at a replay brought to you by Winners Quality Meats. There you see it.
Stop and go.
This. Yep. Oh,
isn't
that sweet?
She brought it out as if the defense thought she was just going to reset the offense. It's nothing fancy, but when she sensed the defense left to go recover, her girl probably wasn't on her that's supposed to be guarding her.
So they're switching.
Switch it, and then Ellie read it and scored. So, but boy, a nice opportunity at the other end of the court by the sophomore Maya Etzler. She got Henson to leave her feet, which you can't do. She drove by her but missed the shot, and then Henson with a defensive rebound got it going in transition for Gable then to ultimately score.
Gregory with the basketball. Back over to McCoy. McCoy wants to go inside. She'll get it to Etzler. Back over to Putman. Crestview. McCoy will have it. 5 minutes, 40 seconds to go. It has been a very long time since the Crestview Knights have scored, Jeff.
I'm thinking within maybe the 6-minute mark, if not maybe earlier in the second quarter. They scored a couple early ones to answer New Knoxville's possessions, but since that time, I think it's been a long time.
Inside move by Gregory, no good. Avery Henson. Foul is going to be on Etzler as the two collided after Henson grabbed the rebound.
Good seal there by New Knoxville for Henson, but good defense by the Rangers also. They forced, I believe it was Gregory with a tough baseline shot. And those are tough ones to nail down, and New Knoxville got the defensive rebound and picked up the second foul against Etzler.
Waterman looking for Henson, finds Tim Hegemeyer, which is not the person she's supposed to throw it to. Six minutes and 34 seconds is the last in the second quarter is the last time Crestview has scored.
So they've gone now 3 minutes plus that, so 9.5 minutes of game time without a basket, without a point. New Knoxville commits their first turnover since the first quarter.
Inside they go. Gregory is double teamed. Gregory gets it back out front to McCoy. McCoy tries to go inside.
She had the right idea. She was going to the basket. New Knoxville got her cut off, but she had a good aggressive move mindset.
Etzler, top of the key. Ball tipped away by Gable, but McCoy gets it.
Double dribble.
Double dribble right there.
But boy, those are dangerous plays. She'll get it the next time. Just kind of got her hand maybe up high, but they can attack. New Knoxville needs to be aware of that. They have girls that can, as Coach Gregory said, attack the rim.
19-14 the score. With the basketball, Haley Flederjohn. She'll shoot the three, shot no good. Rebound. Loose ball picked up, and Crestview will have it. They want to push it up court a little bit. At least that's what the bench indicates. Etzler, Gable all over Etzler. McCoy goes inside and will draw the foul.
But there you see McCoy that time just kind of said, I'm going to the basket. And she put her head down and went right at it. This foul goes against Avery Henson, her second foul. And you think those girls, like with Gregory and McCoy, they have that ability. Good ball handlers, they're strong, can go right to the rim, attack it.
And McCoy, well, almost a 70% free throw shooter, connects. Some good numbers on the year for Lacey McCoy, the junior, at the free throw line here. 10.6 points per game and 6.8 rebounds. So 11 and 7 really for McCoy on the year.
Her first points of the night here, and that breaks that long drought of offense.
Second free throw no good. Carson Henson will pick it up, not going to be able to handle it, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Tough break for the Rangers there. Someone got the ball was, the free throw was almost an air ball, and someone knocked it away from Avery on the rebound, and then that's what led to that kind of that rolling ball effect out of bounds, last touch by New Knoxville.
3 minutes, 50 seconds to go, and that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Gregory with the basketball. Callie Gregory, a 5'9" sophomore for Crestview, gets it over to the right side. Putman, the only senior on the court right now for Crestview.
Henson needs to stay vertical. She has 2 fouls, and Crestview is those type of players that can go right at you.
Gregory, jump shot from outside, no good. Gable has the rebound. Here come the Rangers.
3 or 2?
Could not tell from here, right on the near the line. It was a 3.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, tough view down here. I didn't see the officials, whether the hand was up or not.
Inside, Avery Henson wants to make a move on Etzler, but he'll get it back out to Haley Flederjohn. Shot no good. Avery Henson with a rebound. Lots of reaching, but Henson will come down with it. Goes inside on Etzler, and there's going to be a foul.
Her 3rd foul against Etzler. She challenges Henson. A good, strong move by Avery in this case, going at Etzler, drawing the foul. It's a tough situation, Dave. You know you got a shot blocker behind you, and Avery doesn't maybe get off the ground real high, so that allows a taller girl to have a better advantage, but you got to use your body to protect it.
First free throw is good, and the Rangers go up by 5. Let's take a look at that one more time, Jeff.
Almost had it turned over there with the steal, and then there's a contact against her face. Etzler was fine until she swatted with the arm.
Replays brought to you by Winners Quality Meats. Second free throw is also good. Full timeout. Our score, New Knoxville 21, Crestview 15. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports. Timeouts brought to you by Precision Strip. Full timeout as two teams talking strategy with near the end of the 3rd quarter here. New Knoxville has bounced back nicely here in quarter number 3, have taken the lead. They have a 6-point advantage, and A good quarter so far for New Knoxville.
So far, yes. They need to take a timeout with just under 3 minutes to play here. Again, they play about 6 girls, so Coach Hagemeyer wants to keep his players fresh, because if you're not, guess what happens on defense? You stand, you reach, you commit fouls. So you might as well take your timeouts, rest, and let your team play good, solid defense. They've outscored Crestview 8-1 here in the third. Add that on to 11-4 in the second. New Knoxville's played some pretty good basketball in quarters 2 and 3, but Crestview, a lot of time for them to come back yet. They're only down by 6, but they are a young team, so how well can they handle the deficit?
McCoy with the basketball out front. She'll get it to Gregory.
There's a third against Henson. Same lane. You can't be in the same like track lane when you're coming up to deny. If she's 1 lane over, like if you can imagine a track with lanes 1 through 8, if that girl's in 7, you gotta be in 6. She wasn't, commits to her 3rd foul.
2 minutes, 40 seconds to go. 6-point New Knoxville lead.
See, once at Crestview maybe tries to isolate whoever she is guarding, because she's going to have to play very soft, straight-up defense.
Putman has got the basketball.
And that's Putman that's working against Henson with the 3 fouls.
Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound inside. There's going to be a foul on the backside. I think that's going to go against Haley Fletterjohn.
Yeah, the shot for Crestview, for Putman, actually, she missed it, I won't say so bad, but because she missed it so bad, the ball went deeper, a little bit over Fletterjohn's reach, and then the taller Gregory girl, 5'9", able to be there in positioning and get the rebound and do what you need to do. Go right back up with a shot, and she draws the foul against Fletterjohn and scores her 5th point of the game.
Gregory at the line, 72% free throw shooter, knocks them both down. She's got 6 on the night, which is under her 18-point average. Open is Leffel, shot no good. Rebound comes down to Gable. Gable inside, nice move as Ellie Gable, the senior.
Well, they chose not to guard Fletterjohn either by mistake or just by design, but Gable comes up with a key offensive rebound and goes right back to score her 8th point of the game.
Gregory out front, Carson Henson on her. She'll go inside, ball is loose, ball is on the floor, and scramble with it. And Avery Henson has it, but I'm sure they're going to call a jump ball. Substitute.
I think Carson might have got a piece of the ball against Gregory there on that drive, or was it? But then the rebound, though, Henson, Avery in that case gets it, gets tied up. 6-point lead for the Rangers. Dave, that might be the biggest lead for the Rangers here in the game is 6. And maybe it was, I think it was 6 a couple possessions ago, and then back-to-back buckets put it right back at 6. Free throws by the Knights and a bucket by Gable puts it back at 6.
Carson Henson back over to Fletterjohn inside to Gable, and the foul there is going to go on Grylow.
Grylow, her 2nd foul in the 1st of the half for Crestview. But there was a time where, I'm sorry, 3rd foul of the half, but Grylow just playing right behind Gable, reached right over top. You got to move your feet around to avoid that contact.
Avery Henson on the inbounds pass.
Got to break down against Crestview Knights. Gable with a nice pass. Henson able to score her 6th point of the quarter, her 9th of the game.
Nice position for Henson. She gets the bucket. 8-point New Knoxville lead.
And Etzler was there to challenge as well. Both Etzler and Henson, Avery, with 3 personal fouls. Minute to go, 3rd quarter.
Klein with it. Back out to Etzler.
Big shot
from the corner. No good by Gregory. Rebound, Carson Henson. She'll bring it up court. Avery Henson, top of the key. Clock coming down to 40 seconds.
See, once Henson can hold the ball out there, force Etzler to come out and defend. They're playing man-to-man. I would, Ellie, get out of the 3-second area and just stand still. If you can pull Etzler out, Avery can maybe take her to the basket, make something happen. Right now, though, Grylow is really playing face-on-face defense against Gable. Final 20 seconds of the quarter.
Haley Fletterjohn just hangs on to the basketball, the 5'5" senior, counting it down. As you can see on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard clock. Gable
Gryla will pick up her 3rd foul. Just right idea, but just too much contact for the 5-foot senior. She's doing her best to kind of distract or take Gable out of the offense. But Gable did a nice job. They were kind of creating contact, Dave, forcing the referee to kind of blow the whistle that far out from the basket with the contact. 6 seconds.
Clock counting down. Carson Henson, shot no good, rebound. Gregory, and we end our 3rd quarter with the score. New Knoxville 25, Crestview 17. You are watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidec Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidec is a global company that is growing with its sights on being $1 billion company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidec Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidec.
Back here at the Elida FieldHouse regional semifinal action. Division IV girls basketball. New Knoxville, well, they outscored Crestview in that quarter, 12-3. A good solid quarter by the Rangers, but the Knights still hanging around.
Yeah, it would be different if New Knoxville didn't get outscored by Crestview 10-2 in the 1st quarter. But, you know, since that time, New Knoxville has outscored them 23-7. So it's an 8-point game now. Still plenty of time for Crestview, but remember, it's kind of youth versus experience. Yeah. Crestview's got some people, though, that can take it to the basket. So they've got athletes that can take it to the rim, cause contact, and they're a good free throw shooting team. So, you know, work to do for the Knights, but they have time to do it. Need to chip away here early in this quarter, get that lead down a little bit more before they kind of run out of time, if you will.
Clock coming up on 7 minutes. Rangers come up with a big steal. That's Haley Fletterjohn. Gets it off to Henson. Nice lead pass to Waterman.
Boy, Haley did a nice job not only getting the steal, Dave, but avoiding the turnover. She got bumped around. I think she stilled her dribble, but avoided turning it over with a travel or an errant pass.
Henson inside to Gable. Short jumper by Ellie Gable.
The one thing about face guarding, and you don't know where the ball's at, that's what happened. Gable has a few inches on Grylo. Henson saw it. Avery made a nice touch pass. Gable didn't give it away, waited till the last minute, caught it, scored it.
Beautiful assist. Rangers up by 10 now, no basket.
Gable gets her first foul, and luckily it was before the shot was taken. So it'll just be the common out of bounds for the Crestview Knights, who knocks with their 5th team foul of the half. Coach Hagemeyer there in his 17th season. His last season as Ranger head coach, retiring at the end of this one.
Klein goes inside, and ball just taken away there by Waterman.
Another turnover by Crestview. New Knoxville takes advantage of it.
Henson looking for help. Fletterjohn on the baseline, puts it up, no good. Etzler, foul is going to be on Fletterjohn, I believe.
Etzler there made a very difficult shot for Fletterjohn. She did her best to score, used her left hand, but then when she missed, like most shooters do when it's in your area, you go right after it. And Etzler did a nice job grabbing it. And Fletterjohn, in this case, her 2nd foul, too much contact against Etzler down below.
5'5" against 6 foot. As Callie Gregory brings it up court, gets it to Putman. Back over to the right side to Klein. In the corner is Gregory. Gregory looking inside for Etzler.
Yeah, she's being fronted somewhat by Henson and had backside help by Waterman, so not really an opening to get it to her.
Inside to Etzler. Turnaround jumper is good.
Boy, big shot. That's a tough shot, well defended. Etzler, her 6th point, her first bucket since way back, her first basket since 1st quarter.
Gable's 3-pointer, no good. 8-point New Knoxville lead. Klein for 3, way off target and out of bounds.
Well, that'd been a big bucket for the Knights. Gable comes down, kind of a quick shot, one of them, but she's a good shooter, so it's not a bad shot. It doesn't go in. Crestview, if they can come down and knock it down, they would then have scored on back-to-back possessions. But the missed shot gives the Rangers the ball back with just under 6 minutes to play. And again, Henson can handle the ball here. You know, that's over 3 fouls. Has to be careful about coming up and challenging.
New Knoxville on the offense. Carson Henson has it. Gets it to Waterman. Inside pass
Dangerous
to Gable.
Pass, yep.
Almost taken away, but Gable will come into the lane. Carson Henson as they work it around the arc.
Patient offense now for the Rangers.
There's the steal by Klein.
Pass is just too soft. It's got to be snapped.
And Klein's too quick of a basketball player for it to be a soft pass.
That's probably the bigger factor of it. It probably was a good pass. And again, the defense was moving. The offense was standing to receive the basketball. So free throw opportunities, just what the Crestview Knights need. A chance to score with the clock stopped. And they're going to get it from Ellie Klein, a 63% shooter on the season.
Klein shoots and scores. 7-point lead for New Knoxville.
Well, she got a shooter's touch there on a unfamiliar rim. That ball hit the back of the iron, went straight up, and luckily for Klein, straight down.
Second one is perfect. 6-point lead for New Knoxville.
Well, 4-0 run here by Crestview. They put on a press now.
Rangers break it. Gable in the corner. Back out to Carson Henson. Pass for Flutterjohn, and it's going to go out of bounds. That's a turnover.
Second of the quarter for New Knoxville. And a big possession here for the Knights. New life for them. They trail by 6. They've scored 4 straight points.
Out front, Gregory. Waterman almost had the steal on Klein. They'll go inside to McCoy.
She lost her dribble, so was stuck.
Gregory gets it to Klein from the corner. Shot no good. Battle for the rebound. Tipped away. Still loose. It's going to be brought in by Gregory.
Long rebound. Gave the Knights an opportunity. They collected another chance.
Inside to Etzler. We've got a whistle. And
timeout.
Timeout. Full timeout taken by Crestview with 4:28 to go. They trail by 6 points. I'd like to remind you that all timeouts tonight brought to you by Precision Strip. Also, NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school basketball tournament action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Tonight's game will be replayed on Wednesday, March the 9th at 5 p.m. and Saturday, March the 12th at 4 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports after both teams have finished their tournament run. And if you're watching us live, you're seeing a good one from the Elida FieldHouse. 27-21 New Knoxville with the lead. Take a look at that score, folks. That's Cincinnati Country Day 37, the Fort Laramie Redskins 33 with 4:56 to go in that contest. So if you're watching live, you get a look at what could be an upset as Fort Laramie trails by 4. But Jeff, lots of time, just like there's lots of time on this clock as well.
Yeah, just over half of a quarter left to play, and Crestview has got the momentum now. They've forced a couple of Ranger turnovers. They've scored on offense, so they've done what they needed to do, and they did it right away after trailing by 8 going into the 4th quarter. They've come out here and outscored New Knoxville 4-2, and a chance here to cut into it more.
And it's really the first time since the first quarter they were able to generate some offense. Klein with the basketball off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Haley Flutterjohn at 5'5". Gable motors up court behind the arc, gets it over to Avery Henson.
Well, that was a tough break for the Knights. They got 2 good looks, come up empty, but boy, that defense for Crestview, they're in the passing lanes. Nothing is easy. They're challenging a lot of the entry passes, if you will, to the wing for New Knoxville. And fortunately there for the Rangers, Klein ran out of real estate.
Inbounds pass comes into Waterman. Gable will have it. Number 32 will direct the Ranger offense. That wing pass is just a challenge now.
They're reading it. They're maybe a little bit quicker jumping out, so That's about 3 or 4 we've seen this way. Luckily, again, it stays with New Knoxville. But good foot speed by Ellie Klein, 5 feet 1 inch freshman.
Gable, 15-footer, shot no good. Battle for the rebound. It's going to go New Knoxville's way, and much to the disbelief of Avery Henson and a few others.
It'll go to Crestview's way. Long rebound goes off of a Ranger. So another chance here for Crestview. The Rangers unable to score, and about a 16-foot jump shot by Gable.
Klein with the basketball. Back over to Gregory, 3.5 minutes to play.
Each team with 2 timeouts left.
Gregory listening to Dad, the head coach, Mark Gregory, on the sidelines. There's the pass inside to Klein.
Jump ball.
Jump ball, boy. Almost a danger there, but.
Well, when they put it right in your breadbasket, it's an easy call not to call a foul because it's straight on reaching in, if you will. Reaching in is not the foul. It's when you make contact. But this time when Henson got the ball, it was right in her belly. She had to, put her hands on it, and comes up with a big steal or held ball possession that favors the Rangers.
Out front is Ellie Gable.
4-2, Crestview's outscored New Knoxville here in this 4th quarter.
Gable, short jumper, going to take that one away. Gable will get the charge.
Tough break for New Knoxville. Take a look at it here on the replay. We saw Gable hesitate earlier. There was contact, and taking the charge is number 10, Lacey McCoy. It's a 50-50 call. McCoy gets a big defensive stand for her team, and again, a chance for Crestview to cut into the 6-point deficit.
Putman with the basketball for Crestview. Tries to get into Etzler. Foul is going to be on Waterman.
Trying to deny the taller Etzler the basketball. Melissa picks up her 3rd foul. And Maya Etzler, 6-foot sophomore, 60% free throw shooter. Her first free throws of the game, Dave.
Etzler, 6-foot sophomore, stands in at the line. Free throw no good. Carson Henson grabs the rebound, gets it off to Avery Henson. Waterman will have it. Gable gets clobbered.
Yeah, at first I didn't think she would see the defense coming, but not one of your better passes, but it worked.
Well, I about took our TV out with it anyway.
That's why you're paid to talk, not pass.
That's right.
Well, Gable,
I'm a little rusty, Jeff.
It's been a few years since you ran the court for the St. Mary's Rough Riders.
That's right.
Are there 3 free throws? Yeah, 3 chances here for Ellie Gable. 1 of 2 from the line tonight.
Gable's first shot, no good.
Boy, both teams, call it tension, call it jitters, but both teams having trouble scoring the basketball here in the 4th quarter.
Gable coming into tonight's game, 37 out of 47, which is 78.7%.
Now she's 2 for 4 in the night. A make here would make her 3 for 5. And more importantly for the Rangers, put that lead back up to 8 points.
Going for point number 12, and she'll knock it home. Ellie averaging 13.8 on the season. She's got 12.
Full timeout, Crestview.
Crestview will take the timeout. We'll keep it right here and remind you that the Precision Strip timeout brought to you by Precision Strip. And, Ellie, there's an update on the score, 6-point lead.
2:12 left to play in that game. You mentioned Ellie Gable at 12 points tonight. She's had a nice tournament run. She's a senior. She started out for New Knoxville as a 7th all-time leading scorer when this tournament trail began. Against USV, she passed Meg Reinecke-Lageman to move in, past her. Then the next game against Hard Northern, she passed Ashley Arnett-Hegemeyer. Then against Minster, she passed Paige Lehman-Lageman. And then against Marion Local, she passed Nicole Wright-Brown to move into 3rd. She trails Jill Henson-Heitkamp by 104 points coming into the game, so she's not going to reach that tonight for sure. And then the all-time scorer leader for New Knoxville, Haley Horseman, 2014 graduate, on top of the scoring list for New Knoxville at 1,317. Gable sits right now at 1,086.
Heck of a career.
Yes, but each game she's passed a former alumni, and I mentioned those ladies' names with their maiden and their now married names.
Yeah, you know, Gable shoots also coming into tonight 45% from the field, 43% from three-point range. Etzler with the jump shot, and the sophomore will get it.
Boy, that was almost an oh no to oh yes, as the pass almost went out of bounds. Gregory saved it, threw it back to Etzler. New Knoxville kind of not in position, if you will, then, but Etzler did what she needed to do, and that's knock down the shot.
Rangers holding on the basketball as Etzler will come out. They're going to run their...
They're going to force Etzler to guard Henchen.
Going to bring him out. Henchen handling the basketball. Etzler's got to come out. She'll
pick up her
fourth
fourth foul. It's just common now. That's team foul number 6. But still, the Rangers, as much as they want the clock to run, they need to continue to look for basket scoring opportunities.
Crestview has 6 team fouls, so the next one will...
Well, Etzler goes out now, Dave. Probably this way, good move, so they can foul someone for New Knoxville, put them on the foul line. But they give up a 6-foot sophomore. As Coach Hagemeyer will have to take
take the timeout.
Fourth timeout. It'll be a full one.
So the two teams
down to one timeout each.
One timeout each. So
yeah, Crestview is quick. This you know, against some teams, getting the ball in bounds is not a big deal. You just do it. But for right now, Crestview is playing very tight defense, and nothing's easy. Think of the number of times the pass almost stolen that wing entry. And Crestview making it difficult here for New Knoxville. You hate to lose another timeout trying to get in. In fact, I don't know if you can call back-to-back timeouts. But anyhow, New Knoxville will have to get some movement, throw it to a space, run it down. But be careful you don't throw it to space where there's going to the wrong end of the basket, and don't run it down. We've seen the team speed that Crestview has, and they've got it.
They have some incredible quickness out front, especially like at the freshman Klein, and of course Gregory, just a steady ball player. McCoy's excellent as well. So
they may be underclassmen, but this is game 26 for them.
26, that's long gone.
Yeah, they know it, and it's crunch time now. So the defense for Crestview is going to be aggressive. It's been tight all night. New Knoxville's had trouble scoring against it, but right now the Rangers need to throw it to a space and come and catch it, preferably towards the Ranger basket.
Waterman's going to inbound it.
There's a hold. Yeah, no time will run off as Grylo will pick up her 4th foul. So Grylo and Etzler each with 4, and wonder if this will give them a chance now to put Etzler back in with a dead ball if they put her in for offense.
Let's see what they do.
Right now it doesn't look like Etzler. Well,
there she
pops
comes.
Up, but it'll be too late. Well, if Gable makes it, Etzler will come in.
Gable misses it. Ball is loose, and it's going to come down to Gregory.
Well, they'll run offense without Etzler in it, but still they got a miss by the Rangers. No scoring for Knoxville on that trip.
Klein with the basketball. McCoy inside. Gregory turnaround, hits it. 29-25. Timeout Crestview.
That's their last
29 to go. Last time out for Crestview, so 4-point difference in this one.
Nice move. They got the ball down to Callie Gregory. She's 5'9", has a couple more inches on Flutterjohn, who was guarding her, but Gregory's also very strong and can shoot a jump shot. That was a turnaround jumper off glass. Made it look really easy. Gregory now with 8 points in the game, had 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, and 2 in the fourth. She's been consistent, but she made that move pretty nice and pretty tough to defend.
And it looks like Etzler will go out of the lineup here on this possession.
And look for the Knights to, you don't have to foul right away, but there's still a minute and a half. It's not like it was 29 seconds ago. There's a minute and a half to play. That's a lot of time. Although Crestview's out of timeouts.
Clock is going to run pretty fast unless they foul. Henchen gets it into Gabley. Man to man. Up court, here comes Henchen.
Yeah, and really Grylo's just ball hawking Gable. They're going to force someone else to, well, they get it back to Gable.
Gable will have it.
But
back
remember,
out front to Henchen.
Etzler's out.
The foul.
Foul goes against number 2, I believe it is. Yep, number 2. Putman, her second.
That's the team's 8th as Henchen Avery Henson will step to the line as Etzler will come back in. And Grylo goes out.
Team foul number 8, so this is a 1-and-1. Muscle memory right now for these critical free throws.
Shot no good. Ball's going to go out of bounds. That'll be Crestview basketball. So Crestview will have the basketball. Chance to cut into a 4-point New Knoxville lead. Klein over to Etzler. Etzler looking inside for Gregory. This is going to throw it away.
Well, they're looking for that mismatch they got so easy the last time. So a break there as Etzler will sit down. New Knoxville that time, I think, had backside help coming over. It looked like Carson Henson had drifted over, but the pass just a little bit too strong.
Ball sails out of bounds. Avery Henson will have it. She's fouled immediately by Bryn Putman, the senior.
This will be the last 1-on-1 opportunity for the Rangers, really for each team. Now both teams with 9 fouls. So that's Crestview, I should say, has elected to go to the foul and, force the Rangers to hit it from the foul line. Again, this is the last 1-on-1. Big free throws here for the Rangers. 60 seconds left, Dave, exactly.
4-point lead. Avery Henson connects.
Her 11th point of the game. I'm sorry, 10th. I thought I had her down for 11.
Free throw here, and she'll be at her average. Second free throw is good.
That is 11, right at her average. Clock running. No timeout for Crestview.
Here comes Klein. McCoy has it, trying to go inside. Ball on the floor. Puts it up, doesn't go. Etzler grabs it. Tipped away there by Fletterjohn, and somehow Gregory will come up with it.
Well, for New Knoxville, they don't want to foul. That is critical. Don't foul.
McCoy for 3, no good. Ball goes to the corner. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to go off the fingertips of Bryn Putman.
37 seconds left. They'll keep Etzler in there, it looks like now. So, well, no, they won't. Maybe they hurt us as they want to get her out. She has 4 fouls. That's why they're doing this. And expect the Rangers to inbounds. And Crestview might as well try for a steal before they commit the obvious foul.
And Avery Henson will be fouled. That's going to be on Putman.
Her 4th. And 2 shots now for Avery Henson. Right now, 11 points in the game for the senior.
And Henson steps to the line with 35.9 seconds. So
6-point deficit. What hurts Crestview is they don't have any timeouts. So that, eliminates the possibility to stop the clock.
Free throw is good. That makes it a 7-point lead with 35+ seconds on the scoreboard.
New Knoxville cannot be generous here. They cannot foul. Force Crestview to score straight up. You do not want Crestview to get free throw opportunities with the clock stopped.
Second free throw also good. 8-point lead, 33-25. Klein with it. Etzler rolls inside.
Almost looked like she had carried it. Good defense by New Knoxville, just cannot foul.
Klein tries to put it up. And Klein will go to the line.
They got exactly what they needed. That was actually number 5, Gregory, Dave, with the free throw attempt, I believe, right?
Yeah, Gregory.
Yeah, yep. And she's a strong player. Henson picks up Carson, her 2nd foul. 71% free throw shooter.
And Gregory connects.
She's 3 of 3 on the night. But just 20 seconds left to play. It's tight now for Crestview. The clock is not on their side. 9 points in the game for 5'9" sophomore Callie Gregory.
Free throw here pulls it to within 2 possession, but it pops in and it pops out. Carson Henson with a rebound. Avery Henson bring it up court. It's going to be it.
They're not going to foul. Oh, they are going to foul now. Thought maybe they just pulled off the troops, but Rangers seem like Dave are going to advance.
It does. 7-point lead with 11 seconds to go, and New Knoxville will move on to face Toledo Christian. on Saturday night here at the Fieldhouse for an opportunity to, a winner goes on to the state tournament, University of Dayton Arena.
3 points in the game for Carson Hedge. Not one of her better offensive nights, but played defense well on the other end, as well as a lot of the Rangers. They've given up just 26 points to a team averaging 53.
Free throw is good. 35-26. Might not go down as the prettiest New Knoxville win, but right now they're all important, and they'll move on as Crestview, final shot of the game, shot no good. And from the Elida FieldHouse, New Knoxville move on to the regional championship game against Toledo Christian. Our final score here, New Knoxville 35, Crestview 26. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
Back here at the Elida FieldHouse, the New Knoxville Rangers come up with the big win, and they get to move along in tournament play. Jeff, always a positive. Let's take a look at our numbers for tonight's contest with Crestview, all brought to you by the folks at Wegner's IGA.
You mentioned near the end of the game, maybe it wasn't the prettiest game, but both teams battled hard. I mean, it was hard to score tonight against good defense. Look at the shooting percentages. They're almost identical, 10 of 31. For Crestview, they did make a three-pointer in 9 attempts. New Knoxville, 11 of 31, did make 1 three-point shot. Free throws 6 of 9 for Crestview, all those in the second half. New Knoxville, 12 of 17 I have them down as 8 of 11 in the final period. Took advantage of that situation, that opportunity, cashed in there at the foul line. Rebounds about even. Turnovers, Knoxville, after a couple turnovers in the first quarter, really settled down, took care of the basketball. Only 7 turnovers in the game for the Rangers against that very aggressive Crestview defense. It gave them a lot of trouble, but New Knoxville held on to the basketball. I don't recall many. Maybe 1 turnover led to, let's say, an easy opportunity for Crestview. Other than that, it was 5-on-5 defense really for about both teams. Maybe once each team might have had a scoop and a score, but for the most part, 5-on-5 and tough numbers there. Not the prettiest scoring, but the Rangers hit the free throws down the stretch and pull away a little bit here to the 9-point win, 35-26.
And when both coaches beforehand said the key to the game is defense, and both these two teams played a lot of defense. Crestview had that long scoring drought. I think that really hurt them.
In the second and the third, you're right. Scored their last bucket in the second quarter with 6:34 to go, and didn't score again until 3:54 in the third quarter. So almost a quarter and a half of game time where they did not score. New Knoxville, for them, luckily got on cue a little bit with offense and able to put some points on the board, not in big chunks, but gradually able to catch up, take the lead, and really, I don't think it ever got back below 6 after New Knoxville got it open maybe by 8 or so. I think 8 was probably the biggest lead for the Rangers, and then maybe it got down to 6 late in the game. But free throws for the Rangers came up big as they forced Crestview to foul, and give credit to Coach Gregory. So I'm not going to play defense. I'm going to put you at the line, force you to make the shots, and New Knoxville hit enough down the stretch, and that really hurt the Knights' chances, if you will, of coming back in the fourth quarter.
And our player of the game brought to you by NKTelco. Avery Henshin had an outstanding game, hit her free throws down the stretch, did the job on the boards, and overall had just a solid game for New Knoxville.
Yeah, she battled, picked up a few fouls here and there, but played clean the rest of the way. She had 13 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and again, was 4 of 5 down the stretch after missing her first one in the fourth quarter. Came up, made the next 4 in a row late in the game as Crestview put the Rangers on the line. She stepped up, hit those down the stretch. She finishes 7 of 9 from the free throw line. So congratulations, number 4 right there in your monitor for our player of the game. And I think those assists that time she fed Gable. There's one to Waterman. When she realized Gable was being face guarded by a smaller player who had no idea where the basketball was at, Henshin got her the ball and Gable scored. There's a nice move by Ellie earlier in that second half. But congratulations to the Rangers. They continued to impress. Remember, they were down at the end of the first quarter 10-2. Shot 1 of 10 from the field in the first quarter, so things were not looking good for New Knoxville. But the seniors, if you will, 6 of the 7 played tonight, the only 6 to touch the floor, withstood that roughness and just continued to battle. And boy, they just never gave up for Coach Hegemeyer.
They wiped out the 10-point lead that Crestview had, 14-4, and we were stuck on 14-4 a long time.
Well, we were stuck on 14 for Crestview.
14, that's right, yeah.
So
minutes, which seemed like hours for Crestview, I'm sure. So our player of the game, Avery Henshin, all brought to you by NKTelco. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's game: Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney All-Glaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, the Center for Orthopedics at Wilson Health, and NKTelco. Follow WCSM AM 1350, 96.7 FM, and their internet exclusive games on WCSMradio.com all season. Your sports leader in Mercer and All-Glaze counties. I'd like to thank 5-star recruitment sponsor, Crown Equipment Corporation, MVP sponsors, Clopay and Nidec Minster, scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, Keys to the Game, Keyhole Pizza, replays, Winners Meats, starting lineup, Sydney All-Glaze Audiology, timeout sponsor, Precision Strip, stats and recap sponsor, Wagner's IGA, our tournament sponsor, the Center for Orthopedics at Wilson Health, and our player of the game brought to you by NKTelco. Just a reminder that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors will bring you replays of tonight's contest on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. If you'd like to see this game one more time, Wednesday, March 9th at 5 p.m. and Saturday, March the 12th at 4 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports after the two teams have completed their tournament run. I'd like to thank our crew here tonight, our director, Scott Robinson, assistant director, Bryce Hamrick. On the cameras tonight, Kurt Kuffner and Mark Fissel. I'm Dave Helmstetter, and alongside me tonight, Jeff Henshin. New Knoxville move on to play Toledo Christian Saturday night here at the Elida FieldHouse at 7 o'clock for an opportunity to play for a berth in the state tournament at the University of Dayton. Final score one more time from the Elida FieldHouse. The New Knoxville Rangers 35 and the Crestview Knights 26. You've been watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.